I said she grabbed my hand, girls rescue met the bar, witness said tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confessed, she thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best to get spontaneous, I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to After the Storm. I'm your host, Matt Clark. Thunder, great game tonight, 117-112 victory over the Pelicans, avenging our 113-110 loss a couple weeks ago at home on the buzzer beating shot by Graham. I want to say the Thunder did a great job tonight. I was really pleased, improving to 12-2, and I want to say going over the scoreboard or going over the score tonight. I was looking at obviously Wiggins, hey, big game, and I want to say our starting five tonight, except for Giddey, even though Giddey had a double-double, he did not score. But obviously our leading scorer again, once again, was Shea. Wiggins had 24, Earl had 15, Dort had 13, Giddey 0 points, but yet he had a double-double with 10 assists and 10 rebounds. We've got bro, you can't be doing that. But once again, he's young, okay, and he's still trying to develop and figure out what kind of player he's going to be. But I'm really pleased with what he did overall as far as his defense. Now, let's get into the game. A lot of things that we talk about is the same things I talk about every day. Transition in our offense, in our defensive game, attacking the basket instead of stealing for threes. Third thing, our perimeter defense. I mean, just getting a hand up in the face. But you know what? Once again, this is the NBA. Guys are going to make shots, but at least get your hand up because if you leave them open, they're going to just kill you, all right? You cannot afford to do that. Cut out the open threes, not selling for threes on our side because the last game we were 11 for 42. Today we were 13 for 36, I believe, for 36%. And at the same time, we have to have Shea do his thing. I mean, dude, you have to be the guy. You have done that during this last winning streak of this, these, 5 out of 7 games or whatever it is that we've won, 5 out of 8. And I'm just really pleased with his play. He's, like I said, he's slowly developing. Now we just got to work on certain little aspects of it, like shoot threes sideways. Every time you shoot your three sideways, bro, it's not going to go in. If you square yourself up, it's okay to do the side step, but you're leaning. It's hard to lean and shoot at the same time. So he's got to get there and work on his technique. Other than that, hey, real pleased with him. But he and Dort tonight, 2 for 12 from 3. Dort 1 for 7, him 1 for 5. But whenever Shea actually squares up to the basket, he's pretty deadly from the 3 and from the 2. But when he's doing his little step back side step, he leans to the side. Well, if you lean to the side, your shoulders aren't square and you're off balance and you're when you're shooting, you can't do that, okay? Those are some things that he needs to work on, which I'm sure he has a shooting guy to help him through that. And once he gets that technique down and understand that once he gets that ability to do his step back, to be able to get the shot off would have to leaning sideways to the left or to the right, mainly to the right, almost every time he shoots it, and he tends to miss. But when he squares up from his mid-range, it's just absolutely deadly. And from his 3, it's the same thing. And I want to say the first quarter, the Thunder did a great job of getting out and doing what we need to do. We had a 15-3 start, which was good for us. Coming up, doing great on the defensive end, getting transition baskets on the offensive side, not giving up anything to them on the defensive transition. And like I tell you, like I say this over and over and over and over, your defense dictates your offense. When you get blocks and you get those things, what that does, that opens up your offensive game to where you get in the flow, especially if you're home. Crowd gets into it. And, like I said, I love our crowd. We have one of the best crowds in the NBA. But once they get into it, it just really helps the Thunder, especially being a young team. It's nothing like being at home and having a crowd behind you. Get you motivated, knock down a couple threes, get some transition baskets, get a dunk here and there. But it's the blocks in the offensive side that really helps, which led the Thunder to a 32-18 first quarter lead. Really pleased with what they did in the first quarter. Second quarter, I mean, it's the Pelicans. They've got some players, okay? They've got some players. Ingram is a good player. Josh Hart obviously is a good player. And Devontae Graham was just, wow. Wow. They were just putting it on us in the second quarter. But I want to say this. 6 steals, 4 blocks. Defense, 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 defense. What did that allow the Thunder to do? Every time that the Pelicans made a run in the second quarter, Thunder would get a block or a steal or whatever to thwart that run. Keep them back. Hey, they're going to come. It's the NBA. There's a matter of runs. There's usually 3 runs in a game, like I've said many times. There's the first run that one team or the other makes. Then that's the other team coming back and making a retaliatory run against that run. And then there's the final run at the end of the game. And usually whoever makes that final run at the end of the game is usually the team that comes away with the W. So we made a run, got off to a 15-3 start. Things kind of went back and forth. Second quarter, they came back at us, tried to make a hard run at us. We did a great job of saying, whoa, did great shot selection, made great half court offense. But what did we do? Block the key shots in the basket. Did not give them anything easy. And that's what I love about what the Thunder's doing this winning streak or doing this when they're playing better. They're contesting every single shot, whether it's on the three or whether they're going to the basket and we're going up. We're contesting everything, and that's the lack of having a big man. And when you can have your guards who are long, now we are long, and we are athletic. And so if we can get in there, just kind of alter a couple shots, grab some rebounds, go the opposite way, makes a huge difference. So second quarter, Thunder, 57-49 halftime lead. They only gave up, 4 points in that deal, so we lost the quarter by 4. Thunder did a great job of that. I liked everything that we were doing, okay, except for the end of the half. Josh Giddey, the first rule of basketball. I don't know if they teach y'all that over in Europe, okay? I don't know if they teach you this. But the first rule of basketball is ball, you, man. Ball, you, man. Because guys are too athletic and too quick and too good on the defensive side to do that. Now, he tried to cross over, got his pocket picked at right at half court. They ended up giving up an easy basket right at the end of the first half. Now, what happens with that? Bro, never ever dribble the ball out in front of you. Do not try to do a crossover. Go between the legs. Boom. Set the guy up. You can go by him. If you try to crossover where you bounce the ball right in front of you, that is not a crossover. You can ask any of the kids I've taught. That is a steal. And I've told all my kids that, and I'm sure when that happened, they just laughed. They're like, yep, Coach Matt, we already know what he's thinking. And that's exactly right. You crossover, it's a steal. That's not a proper crossover. Somebody either needs to teach you how to do the crossover properly or just go between the legs and forget about that. And then, excuse me, second of all, Shea Gillis should have had the ball to me at the end of that half, okay? To me, at the end of the first quarter, if he's in the game, he has the ball. Halftime, end of the half, he has the ball. In the third quarter, if he's in the game, has the ball. Fourth quarter, end of the game, he has the ball. Anytime there's the end of a quarter, he should have the ball in his hands with 10 seconds or less to play in the game. Period. Okay? Period. But anyway, Thunder overcame that with the 57-49 lead, and then here comes the third quarter. I thought the Thunder did a great job coming out of the half, stopping their run, because Devontae Graham and Josh, they were just killing us in transition. But every time they make a transition basket, boom, we were coming right back and getting another transition basket on the other side. So everything they were trying to do, we were negating them with the run right back at them. And the one thing as a coach, I can tell you as a coach, the one thing we hate is giving up an easy basket after we just scored, and then they score within 3-4 seconds coming in at the end. Coaches hate that. I can't use the word that I really want to use to really tell you how I feel, but coaches absolutely hate scoring on the easy basket. Boom. 2 passes, get another layup on the end. Hey, you just lost whatever you just did, whatever momentum you had, boom, gone. Thunder did a good job of counteracting anytime they'd go in there, or the first of the third quarter, Thunder did a great job of that. Then what happened is the quarter got going on, they started coming at us and coming at us and coming at us. And this is, like I said, the NBA. And guys are going to make run. Guys are the best players in the world, the best athletes in the world. Yeah, they're going to make plays, and you got to do what you got to do. Now, what I will say about this, Josh Graham we did a great job of Josh Hart just kind of keeping him back. But like I said, every time they came at us, we came back. Every time they came at us, we came back. So what did that do? 89-81, third quarter lead. Did they really gain on us? No. Why? Every time they made a run, we came right back at them. Really pleased at what the Thunder did and how we controlled the runs that they made at us. And trust me, they came at us hard. And I was worried there for a minute because I think they cut it within 1. And I was really worried. Now, go to the fourth quarter. What happens? Okay, boom, they come at us hard. 11-2 run to take a 92-91 lead. Okay, what happened in that? Horrible shot selection, not guarding them on the perimeter, not getting back in transition. Once a team gets in transition, like I tell you, you start making a couple bad shots, a long three gets what? Long rebound. They get the long rebound, bam, they're gone. Transition, easy baskets, knock down threes in transition. All of a sudden, they get in a roll, they get in a flow, you're in trouble. Now, then what happens is, hey, we bring SJ back in there. What does he do? Settle us down. Make sure we get good baskets, not running up and down the floor, everybody trying to score because they're coming at us, they're coming at us. We got slow down. Take care of the basketball. Get into your half-court sets. When you do that, that allows the Thunder to be way more productive. It gives you a chance to set up your defense after you score because you're not running helter-skelter where you're scoring a quick basket in transition, boom, and you're not getting back on defense and boom, one pass, two passes over the top. And that's one other thing I want to say about Shea. When he shoots that off-balance three, almost 90% of the time, they get a long rebound. His guy who runs at him scores on the opposite end of the layup because he goes up and who's ever at the top of the basket or at the top of the three, top of the key, whoever that person is, their responsibility is to get back on defense. Now Shea is shooting from the side, he's leaning, his guy's running at him, long rebound, like I said, long three, long rebound, long shot, long rebound. They get it, and 90% of the time, every time, who's ever running at him scores on an easy basket when he does that. I won't say 90, let's say 70% of the time. Drives me nuts. Let them, whoever you are at the top, you see the shot, dude, that guy's running. How do you not see that? You know why you're not seeing it? You're looking at the basket. Hey, you should know, number one, ball, if a long shot, there's a long rebound. Get your butt back. Not let them give up an easy basket, not let them have an easy basket on the other side, okay? That's one thing the Thunder has to work on. When we're sloppy and when we're giving up leads, it's all about our transition defense, or excuse me, lack thereof. We've got to work on that, and when we do, now, I will say, with 2:22 left, you guys at home really didn't see what happened with Dort. He went to the basket. They originally called a block. Then they went back and looked at it and reviewed it. He did get his elbow up high into, I think it was Devontae Graham's face, and got it up and got the call, and that's why you got the two free throws on the other side. Now, that gave it a 102, 110, 102 lead, knocked down both free throws, 110, 104. Now, that was with 2:27 left, okay? Now, what did the Thunder do? Came out immediately, gave a great set, knocked down an easy basket, just negated those two free throws, okay? That's what you have to do. But when Shea is on the go and he's in focus and he's in charge and he understands what they do and don't have to do, does a great job with that. Now, I will say with him, with 112, 104, you don't foul with 32 seconds left. You go ahead and let him score. Why would you even go up for the block? Just let the guy score. But instead, Shea goes up, and I guess he was trying to keep the guy from getting an easy basket, gets an and one, clock stops, they go with it. Instead of, hey, because what happens on a free throw? He could have missed the free throw. They got another shot or got the rebound on the offensive end, which happens all the time on a missed free throw. The offensive team gets the ball. He could come back and they could knock down a three or knock down a two. All of a sudden, you go from a 2-point play to a 4-point play or a 5-point play. But we did. He made the free throw, which allowed him for us to go up 112, 107. And then we came back and we held him off at the end. Now, I will say, they were pressing us, and this is one thing like I tell people about Coach D. I mean, he still has his detractors, and I'm still not 100% sold on him, but I do like him. Our full court press offense was fantastic. We did a great job. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, dunk. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, layup. The people cannot move as fast as the ball does in the air. If you're passing the ball instead of dribbling, there's no way the defense can transition. There's no way they can rotate over without you getting a layup, especially if you run in the floor, which the Thunder did a great job of tonight. So I want to applaud the Thunder for doing a great job of that. And like I said, Thunder finished with a great victory tonight. 117, 112, improving to 12-20. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, if you haven't gone out and watched our team, go watch our team. Go watch them. Hey, it's more than worth it, I promise you. Once again, Thunder, 117, 112 victory over the Pelicans, avenging our 113, 110 loss a couple of weeks ago at home. Really proud of what they're doing. And I want to say this. Hey, if you haven't been to a game, go support the guys. Hey, they're doing a fantastic job. Like I said, peace out. Thank you.